Hello, good morning to all our live viewers. Hello, good morning to all our live viewers. Hello, good morning to all our live viewers. Welcome to the One Champion Elite Season 42. That was a straightforward catching chance there to the back foot point fielder who puts it down. It was a cut shot. Went straight to the hands of back foot point who puts it down. This is the One Champion Elite Season 42. RCC Team 11 taking on Qcricket. It was RCC who won the coin toss, and opted to bat first. The 16 for 1 after 3.2 overs. Raghu and Praveen Reddy are the two batters out in the center for RCC. The only man to be dismissed was Musharraf, who departed after scoring 4 of 9 deliveries, balled by Tusk. Once again, a beautiful in swinging full yorker there from Yogesh, equally well kept out by Raghu. Yogesh, 1.3 overs, 6 for none so far. Excellent figures for both the new bowlers. They have kept things tight up until now. Taksh, 2 overs, 10 for 1. It's a short ball and it's been swatted straight down the ground for a boundary. That ball was into the pitch, and Raghu stand tall and straight down the ground, flat bats it, one bounce into the boundary skirtings. First boundary for Raghu, who moves to run a ball 5 now. 20 for 1. RCC Team 11 after 3.4. Current rate still under 6 for RCC. Once again, this time Raghu just standing tall. That ball almost went back to his stumps. Fortunate for him, just tried to play the ball with a very soft hand there, Raghu. That ball went behind. It could have gone to his stumps. Excellent over so far from Yogesh. Only a boundary. It was full outside of stump. Raghu just driving it all along the carpet. Straight to the mid off fielder. It's a dot. Four coming off that over. After 4 overs, RCC are 20 for the loss of 1. Tucks to continue. He's given the third over now from the captain. Third one in a row inside the power play for Taksh. 2 overs, 10 for 1 so far. He's balled beautifully. Left armour to continue. That was a length delivery that was leaving the right hander. Goes too wide of him. It's been given as a wide by the match official. Away swing there for Taksh. He's getting to swing it further away for the right handers on the angle. Taksh. This time it's short and it's been pulled away beautifully by Praveen Reddy in the vacant mid wicket region. No one there behind. It's a boundary. Taksh slightly short with his length and he pays the penalty. Praveen Reddy taking full advantage of the field restrictions for the first time in the match. RCC team's current rate into 6. Exactly the 6 current rate for RCC team. 25 for 1 in 4.1. That was short and sat up in the pitch beautifully for Praveen Reddy. Change of field now. They have mid wicket back. This time it's way outside off stump. Once again wide given by the umpire. Change of field as I said. Now they have deep mid wicket and long on outside the circle, whereas square leg is inside the circle. It's a very jam-packed outside field. This time Praveen Reddy missing the ball altogether. This is much better than there from Taksh. Just leaving the right hander after pitching, who gets beaten on the outside edge. Praveen Reddy just trying to punch it off the back foot, gets beaten. It was shot this time from Taksh, pulled by Praveen Reddy, but this time he pulls it all along the carpet as they have the fielder in the deep and he collects one. This is good bit of game awareness from Praveen Reddy, not going aerial as they have the fielder there. Another field change. Long on now. He's been pushed inside the circle and cover point pushed back into sweeper cover. It's a slower one. It was full in the block hole for Raghu, who just keeps it out. In the process, might have hit his bat on the ground. These are good conditions to play cricket. As the day goes on, conditions get tougher and tougher for players. As it's a summer, temperature increases as the day goes on. 27 for 1 RCC. This time it was full in line of stumps, handsomely driven down the ground. Fielder after it. Will he cut it off? Yes, he does. Both long on and long on fielder together stops that ball and saves couple of runs for their team. This is good bit of fielding there by both the fielders. That ball was traveling. It was struck beautifully on the rise by Raghu. 29 for 1 RCC after 4.5. Last ball of the over. This time it's in the air. That ball was very close. Very close to the fielder in the cover region. Chance of a run out. Well, all happening at the very ball. On that occasion, ball slightly holding in the surface. Batter was through the drive that was in the air for a very brief time. That ball was very close to the short cover fielder who dived, but his effort goes in the vain. 31 after 5 overs. Team RCC 31 for 1. First bowling change for Qcricket. Nitin now given a go. Right arm medium pacer Nitin now operating over the wicket. Starts off with a short ball and he's been pulled. He's got a protection there in the deep, so it will only be a single. Good looking shot there from the batter. He'll collect one. 164 matches for Nitin. 177 wickets. Economy 7.54. Best figures of 4 for 12. Starts off with a single. That was a very good looking shot from Praveen Reddy. He got on the top of the bounce. This time it's on the good length and Raghu just takes a step forward and punches that ball away from the mid-on fielder. That ball could have been stopped, that should have been stopped by the fielder in the mid-on region, but that ball skidded through the surface quickly after pitching. Raghu collects a boundary there. Now mid-on drops to long on, he goes back after that very shot. This time Nitin goes full on the stumps and Raghu just defends it. Both the batters liking the ball whenever it's pitched short, they are happy to defend it on the front foot. Usually batters like to go at the over pitch deliveries, but it's not the case here. Both the batters are liking the ball when it's pitched short and happy to rotate strike whenever pitched up. Once again on the length, this time from the bowler. Raghu just softly punches that ball in the cover point region and through for a single. Very quick single there from both the batters. This is excellent communication between both the batters. Hence completes the single with ease. Score moves to 37. Once again shot and once again pulled away beautifully towards the left of short square leg. It's a boundary. What a shot that was from Praveen Reddy. As I said, whenever it's been pitched short, both the batters are taking liking. And Praveen Reddy pulls it beautifully. This time he goes finer away from the short square leg fielder. No chance for sweeper, no chance for the deep mid wicket fielder to cut that off. That ball raced across very quickly. This time on the length, and once again the batter happy to pull it, but this time they have the protection in the mid wicket region with that single. Final over, sixth over of the power play completed. 11 coming off that over after 6 hours. RCC team 11 are 42 for the loss of 1. Another introduction in the bowling crease. Bhaskar now into the attack. First signs of spin. Bhaskar with his right arm off break coming over the wicket for the right-hander. Starts off with a short one which is being punched over the back, punched on the back foot over the extra cover region. Both the batters were tentative to go for the second one, but in the end they decides against it. 350 matches for Bhaskar, 404 wickets, economy 7.20, best figures of 5 for 11. Very good bowler Bhaskar into the attack straight after the power play for Q Cricket. This time it's been pulled away beautifully towards the right of mid wicket. Bhaskar slightly on the shorter side and he pays a penalty. Both the batters very good, very strong on the pull. No chance for the deep mid-wicket fielder to cut that off. There was not a big gap there in the deep, but batter still hitting that ball very sweetly in between square leg and mid-wicket and collects four. Excellent shot for Raghu. He moves to 18. This time it's a better length there from the bowler. Batter just punching that off the back foot for a single. This is excellent from the batter. As soon as he gets the boundary, he rotates the strike and gives the strike to his partner. Flighted delivery way outside off stump. Praveen Reddy trying to hit it down the ground. It's in the air. Doesn't carry to the deep fielder. Raghu on that occasion trying to go big, trying to deposit that one in the stands, but doesn't get the ideal connection. He was looking at the toe end of his bat. That is where the ball hits. Fortunate for him, it doesn't carry all the way to the deep fielder. Good over so far from Bhaskar after being taken for boundary at the very second ball. He only concedes single in his next three. Overall, six coming off the over. Shot pulled away. Fielder there in the deep square leg region. So it will be a single. This time the batter failing to put it in the gap. Only collects six. In fact, collects seven of the over. After 7 overs, RCC 49 for 1. Another spinner introduced into the attack. First it was the off spinner, now in comes the leggy Vivek Sharma in Qcricket, opting with the spinners from both the ends now. Once the power play is completed, Vivek starts off with a short ball, which is being punched in the long off region for a single. 71 matches for Vivek Sharma, 39 wickets, economy under 7, 6.96, best figures of 4 for 16. 50 is up for RCC in 5 7.1, 50 for 1. Flighted delivery, it was collected on full and hits it in the mid wicket region all along the carpet by Raghu. Back to back singles coming off the over. Current rate now just under 7, 6.95 for RCC. This partnership is working good. It was a low full toss on the pads. Batter tried to sweep that one but missing the ball completely. That ball hitting the toe on the full. That was a loosener there from Vivek Sharma, but Praveen Reddy failing to take full advantage of that. This time he goes big, fielder there in the deep, back pedals, and the ball goes over his head for a massive six. What a shot that was from Praveen Reddy. It was the biggest area on the ground, but still he clears it comfortably. It was a flighted delivery. It was there in the arc for Praveen Reddy, and he says thank you very much and puts it away for a massive six. He moves to 28 of 20. 9 runs coming off that over. This time it was a quicker delivery that went down the leg, trying to cramp the batter for room. On that occasion, Vivek Sharma but drifted it down the leg. It's a wide ball. Big shot there from Raghu on that occasion. Fielder in the mid wicket was charging in for the catch. In the end, ball falling short of him and it goes for a boundary. Expensive over there from the bowler. After 8 overs, RCC are 63 for the loss of 1. Raghu on that occasion, stepping down, getting the dancing shoes on, try to hit that ball down the ground for a massive six. And he's been stumped by the wicketkeeper. Excellent glove work there behind the timber. Service there behind the stumps. Doesn't make any mistake. Second one down for RCC in the ninth over. 64 for 2. Raghu departs. New batter in is Jaya Chandra in at number 4 for RCC. Jaya Chandra 178 matches for Chandra, 2056 runs at the average of 22.84. Strike rate 118.78 for Jaya Chandra. He's in at number 4 for Team RCC. Now marking his leg stump. Jaya Chandra Bhaskar strikes in his second over. 1.3 overs, 8 for 1 for Bhaskar. Raghu on that occasion trying to get to the pitch of the ball. That ball skidding across very quickly, doesn't turn and beats Raghu. And wicketkeeper makes no mistake as it was second one down. Jayachandra starts off with a dot, defense of the front foot. Another flighted delivery. Chandra goes big but doesn't make the good connection. That ball doesn't even carry to the deep fielder in the long on region who collects the ball on a bounce. Couple of runs and a wicket coming off this over so far. Last ball of the over. This time it's quick. Batter on the pull, slightly late there, but it's still good enough to collect single. Three and a wicket, a successful one for the bowling unit comes to an end after 9 overs. RCC Team 11 are 66 for the loss of 2. Vivek Sharma to continue. It starts off with a flighted delivery. It's in the air, mid-wicket fielder coming underneath, takes a reverse cup and he puts it down. Well. Fielder there in the deep had ample of time. He could have preferred any catching technique. He goes reverse cup and that ball was straight through his hands and adding insult to an injury, it goes for a boundary. Praveen gets a lifeline on 31. He moves to 35 now. This time it was short, way outside of Sun, spinning further away from the right-hander, and it's been called as a wide by the match official. Big shot, once again, no connection there from the batter, and this time he holds out in the deep. Bhaskar there in the deep, who doesn't make any mistake. Second time, no luck there for the batter, who departs. That ball spinned away after pitching, spinned away sharply. Batter there going for the big shot. Once again, toe ends it, but this time no mistake in the deep, in long on region. Bhaskar there, who collects the catch safely. Third one down now for RCC Team 11 after 9.2, 71 for 3 RCC. New batter in is Giri in at number 5 for RCC Team 11. 12 matches, 138 runs, average touch under 20. Very healthy strike rate for Giri, 139.39. Very relative new career for Giri, marking his guard, is a right hand bat in at number 5 for RCC. Praveen Reddy looked good for his 35 of just 26 delivery, now back in sheds. That ball spinning away after pitching. Giri just playing with the spin and guiding the ball in the third man region and gets himself off the mark. It's a single. Very good from Vivek Sharma after being taken for a boundary. He bowls a very brave delivery, Still balls a flighted delivery and gets the reward, gets the big wicket of Praveen Reddy. On that occasion, he was slightly short, which has been punched off the back foot by Jayachandra in the sweeper cover region for a single. Giri Babu just working it in the point region with a very soft hand and threw for a single. 8 runs coming off that over so far. In fact, 9 coming off this over so far. Last ball of the over. It was a quicker delivery that went wrong. You have to wait for the umpire signal. That ball raising in the fine leg region, and yes, it's been given runs from the bat. That was a quick delivery on the pads, beautifully tucked away by the batter. Only thing the batter had to do, get a bat on the ball, and he does it. He 12 off that over, 12 and a wicket of Vivek Sharma second. He's on a touch higher end. His economy is on a higher end. With that, we are halfway through the first innings. RCC Team 11, after winning the toss, opting to bat first, are 78 for the loss of 3 wickets. Players will have drinks. We'll be right back after a very short break. Bhaskar to continue starts off with a couple of dots, then it was a short delivery on the pads, and Giri Babu pulls it over square leg and collects four. In fact, pulls it over fine leg and collects four. That was a poor delivery, real poor delivery from Bhaskar. This was beautifully flighted outside of stump, which was driven on the up. Two is the call. In the end, both the batters completing the second run with ease. Jayachandra, not the quickest, but still, he'll fetch two. Excellent running by both the batters. Slightly on the shorter end, Bhaskar, who's been punched off the back foot in the cover region for a single. 8 runs coming off that over so far. Still a delivery to be bowled. 86 for 3, RCC Team 11. Slightly shorter once again from Bhaskar, which is being punched off the back foot towards the left of the sweeper cover to collect couple of runs. This is excellent from both the batters. Apart from boundaries, they are looking to score in ones and two. 10 runs of that over after 11 overs. 88 for 3, RCC Team 11. Kamesh is the new bowler in. Kamesh Mehta, right arm medium pacer into the attack, replacing Vivek Sharma. Starts off with a floater outside of stump, which is being walked away on the third man region for a single. 159 matches for Kamesh, 162 wickets, economy 8.11, best figures of 5 of 11. Once again, Kamesh very slow through the air, offering no pace whatsoever to the batters. Batters happy to rotate the strike. On that occasion, Chandra just punching it off the back foot in the long on region. Couple of runs in first two deliveries. Giri on that occasion feeling for the ball that was slow in the air. It was on the length. Giri on the cuts tries to hit the ball hard but gets beaten. It's a dot ball. Good ball there from Kamish. Once again, similar kind of delivery, but it's been punched away this time, but straight to the sweeper cover fielder. It was a very good looking shot and very well stuck there by the batter, but it will only be a single. It was a very good shot, very good looking shot from the batter, but it's only a single. 3 runs coming so far off the over. Punched off the back foot. Once again in the sweeper cover region. Runs coming in terms of single so far in Kamesh Mehta's over. 4 runs coming off the 5 deliveries balled in this over. Score moves to 92. Last ball of the 12th. It's a flighted delivery again. Bowler offering no pace whatsoever. It was struck real hard there from Giri Babu in the sweeper cover region. Fielder there in the deep does well. It's only a single, five singles coming off the over. After 12 overs, RCC Team 11 93 for the loss of 3. Nitin now back into the attack after conceding 11 of his first over. He was taken off the attack. Now he's back into the attack. Starts off with a good length delivery. It's a single. That was excellent shot from Giri. Just allowing the ball to come at him and just playing the ball with a very soft hand in the point region for a single. It was full on the pads, clipped away beautifully, but straight to the deep mid wicket fielder. It will only be a single. Very good looking shot there from Jayachandra, but straight to the fielder in the deep, so he'll only collect single. Nitin goes for the Yorker on that occasion, misses his mark, ends up bowling a low full toss. This time he goes full outside off stump, and Giri on the drive gets beaten on the outside edge. That was very close to an outside edge, I must say. Good delivery from Nitin. It was a sharp ball there. It's a slow one, goes wrong, and he's been penalized. Nitin, that was drifted down the leg on the pads, and Giri Babu gets down in time and sweeps it beautifully away from the short fine fielder for a boundary. What a shot that was! It was a slow one that went wrong on the pads of Giri Babu, and he needs no second invitation. Collects 4. He moves to 17 of just 14 deliveries. Started off slow, now he's looking to score in boundaries. Single in the extra cover region, and that's 100 up for RCC Team 11 in 12.5 for the loss of 3 wicket. This is excellent partnership in pursue. Partnership for the 4th wicket for RCC team. 29 of 22 deliveries in this partnership. 7 runs coming off that over after 13. RCC team 11, 100 for 3. Kamesh Mehta to continue with his medium pace. 1 over, 5 for none for Kamesh Mehta so far. He usually bowls the ball very slow, offers no pace whatsoever for the batters to work with. Very successful in his very first over, Kamesh Mehta only concedes 5. Starts off with a slow delivery outside of stump. Giri Babu thinking to cut it, but in the end bails his shot out and lets it go to the wicket keeper. Just having a look at that delivery, Giri. This is excellent stuff from Kamesh Mehta so far. Similar delivery this time. Giri Babu cuts, but straight to the sweeper cover. Call is for two. Poor throw there from the defielder. Instead of throwing it to the bowler or wicket keeper, he gives it to the cover fielder. Both the batters very quick to seize the opportunity, and they are through for the second run. 20 in 17 deliveries for Giri so far. Giri Babu just trying to run that ball in the third man region. He might have got an outside edge there. That is what it looked from here on. With the reaction of the wicketkeeper, bowler, and the fielders, nonetheless, it's a dot delivery. Full once again an outside edge there from the batter. This time it was a thickish outside edge. Wicketkeeper manages to get a glove onto it. That ball going in the third man region. That was a half a chance there for the wicketkeeper. It was really tough. It's really tough for the wicket keepers to catch that sort of deliveries. Big deflection there, huge appeal, but denied by the match official. That was in line of stumps, but that ball will always go over the stump. Bit of extra bounce there for Kamesh Mehta on that occasion, hitting the ball way above the pads to Jayachandra. Excellent decision there by the match official. Flighted delivery, batter goes in the air. Will he clear the floor? No, he doesn't. But he's been put down in the long on. In fact, in the long off region, that ball was in the air for a long while. Fielder there in the deep. Looks settled underneath, but that ball burst through his fingers. 4 runs coming off that over after 14. RCC team 11, 104 for the loss of 3. Tucks to bowl out. 3 overs, 21 for 1 so far. Starts off with a full delivery outside off stump, which is being square driven. Protection there in the gully region, so it will only be a single. Extra man on the offside for Taksh. There are only three fielders now on the leg side. Short square leg, deep mid wicket, and long on. Whereas on the offside, long off, short cover, sweeper cover, deep point, gully and short third. Ball moving, shaping away from the right hander with the angle for the right hander for the left armer Taksh. Giribabu on the cut on that occasion gets beaten. Giribabu once again gets beaten on the cut, but this time it's been given as a wide by the match official. That ball going away for the right-hander with the angle. It was slower through the air by Taksh. Taksh goes full on the pads, no one there behind square leg. Any part of the bat, it would have been four for Giribabu, but he misses and scoring opportunity. It's a dot ball. 2 runs coming so far of this over. Taksh goes full. This time he goes further up. It's a Yorker outside off stump. Giribabu just trying to squeeze it away. Manages no connection on the ball whatsoever. It's a dot delivery. Single and a wide so far in this over, and three dot balls on a trot. It's a slow one there from Taksh into the surface, and Giribabu just happy to defend that one. 21 of 23 for Giribabu. Breaks on the scoring rate from Qcricket in last couple of overs. It was full outside off stump. It was almost a Yorker, which has been beautifully squeezed away in the point region. Fielder was there in the deep. Both the batters very quick between the timber. Collects two. With that, 15 overs have been completed. RCC team 11, after winning the toss, opting to bat first, are 108 for the loss of 3 wickets. Kamesh Mehta to continue. He starts off with a dot. Excellent delivery there from Kamesh Mehta. 2.1 overs, 9 for 1 none. He squeezed the scoring rate. Kamesh Mehta, he's got the brakes on. Concedes only 9 in his 2.1. This time on the pads, that's a leading edge that could have been taken by the deep square, in fact, short square leg fielder who doesn't move back enough. Excellent backup there by deep fielder who collects the ball, and it's only a single. Jaya Chandra on that occasion trying to help the ball on the very way, trying to hit it fine. Gets a leading edge. That ball just away from the short fielder. Giri Babu with the big shot. That ball goes all the way for the six. What a shot that was from Giri. It was a slow one into the surface. Giri Babu waits on the ball beautifully and then hits it flat and hard in the long on region. Fielder there in the deep tries to get the ball in after catching it but fails to do so. This time, Giri Babu just cuts the ball completely in the opposite direction of what he hit and collects four. Kamesh slower through the air, presents with and Giri Babu cuts it hard away from the point fielder who dives but fails to catch the ball. But Giri Babu will collect four, he'll fetch four. He's now into 30s, 33 of just 26. This time he guides the ball in the back foot gully fielder and collects single. 12 runs coming so far of this over. Last ball yet to be delivered. 120 is up for RCC Team 11 in 15.5. Flighted delivery, it's in the air. Short third fielder under that, and he takes it. Jayachandra looking to go for the glory shot as it was the 16th over. He perishes. Pushpendra there inside the circle in cover region accepts the catch and it's fourth one down. Jayachandra departs after 16. RCC Team 11 120 for 4. New man in is Shubham K, another right-hander in for RCC. Shubham in at number 6. In fact, it's Linga Reddy who's in for RCC in at number 6. Nitin into his third over starts off with a dot. That was a length delivery. Giri tried to cut that one but missing the ball completely. Similar to Taksh, Nitim operating with an extra fielder on the offside and he balls a length delivery outside off stump which is being worked with a very soft hand by Giri to collect single. Slog overs alert as we are into the final 4 overs. 16.2 overs, 121 for 4. RCC Team 11. On the pads, beautifully clipped away by Lingareddy. Lingareddy, first up, gets a gift by Nitin Kumar, who was looking in for that Yorker, trying to attack the stump, looking for Yorker, but that was too. That ball ends up in a low full toss, and it was too easy for the batter of the caliber of Lingareddy, who collects four away from the short square leg fielder, who beats that fielder. It's a battle and there from Nitin. That ball moves away. Touch of away movement there from Nitin and it's a dot ball. That was a very good length delivery there from the batter. Uh, in fact, from the bowler. Linga ready, huge mix up there. Gets an inside edge. Ball moves in the square leg region. Non-striker very keen to get back on strike. Giri. Linga was late off the blocks, but still he'll fetch single. Score moves to 126. 6 runs coming off this over so far. Good one from Nitin. Boundary and couple of singles so far. Cut away. Protection there in the gully. Will they come back for second? Nitin wants the second, but denied by Linga Reddy. It will only be a single to close out 7 coming off that over. After 17, RCC team 11, 127 for 4. Yogesh now back into the attack. 2 overs, 10 for none for Yogesh. Will ball his third and the 18th of the match. This is excellent touch there from Giri, using all the pace of Yogesh and just running that ball away from the short third fielder and collects 4. What a shot that was! That was class there from Giri, just waiting till the very last moment and just guiding the ball, opening the face of the bat and away from the short third who tries to stop that ball, but that ball was traveling. This time he drives. That was a low full toss. Excellent fielding there by the deep fielder in the sweeper cover region, but still Giri will fetch 2. That was stuck hard. He's a sweet timer of the ball. Giri, he's got the power, but at the same time he's very elegant. Every now and then likes to work the ball in the third man or the fine leg region. Plays the field very well, Giri, but on that occasion he just shuffles towards his off stump, trying to get close to the ball, but bowler there up to the task. He throws the ball very wide, just inside the wide line. It's a dot one. Yogesh once again tries to replicate what he did and the previous delivery, but this time it doesn't come off and it's been given as a wide as that ball was slightly outside off stump. Score moves to 134 in 17.3 overs. It was full on the stumps and Giri just defending it and handing the ball back to the bowler. It's a dot ball. 7 runs so far of this over. Couple of deliveries yet to be bowled. These are the final 3 overs. These are the slog overs. We are expecting to see some firework. Giri cutting that ball beautifully. No chance for point or the sweeper cover fielder to cut that off. No one moves an inch. That ball was struck very firmly. That came right off the meat of the blade of Giri Babu, who moves to 46. That ball flew across the turf very quickly. That's the timing that he presents. Giri is a very sweet timer of the ball. Last ball of the over. 11 runs coming off this over. Giri Babu tries to go downtown. It was there to be hit away. Trying to go for the big shot, but missing the ball altogether. 11 run coming off that over after 18. RCC team 11, 138 for 4. Nitin to bowl out. 3.1 overs, 25 for none. Starts off with a dot delivery. Linga Reddy on that occasion swings across the line. Try to hit the bowler in the mid wicket region. That ball bounced extra. A little extra bounce there for Nitin on that occasion. Beats Linga Reddy completely. It's in the air. No one there in the square leg region, but it will only be a single. That ball coming off the toe end of Linga Reddy. That ball was on the pads. That could have been played even finer by the batter. If he would have done that, he would have collected 4. But nonetheless, it's only a single. Single coming off 2 deliveries. Short ball pulled straight down the ground. One bounce into the boundary skirtings. Fielder there in the long on region desperately tries to cut that off, but that ball was traveling with some pace as it goes into the boundary cushion after bouncing once. 143 is up for Team RCC. Batter once again going for the big shot, but this time no connection with the ball. It's a dot ball. Three dot balls in a row to close out the over. What a over that was from Nitin Kumar after conceding 5 in his first 3 balls. He balls 3 back to back dot deliveries. With that, 19 overs have been completed. RCC Team 11 ends up on 143 on the board. They have been penalized by the match officials for coming late. So it will be a 19 overs for Team RCC 11. 144 will be the target for Qcricket when they come out to bat. We'll be right back after a very short innings break. Stay tuned. We'll be right back with a chase. We are back with the chase. Team Q Cricket chasing 143. A one down in the very first over. Dheeraj Kumar with the wicket. Dheeraj Kumar this time going for the wicket, but misses the ball, misdirects the ball, and it's down the leg. Wide deliveries. 2 for 1 Q Cricket inside the first over. The only man to be dismissed was Vipin. It was a run out by the wicket keeper and the fielder. This time on the length, hint of Hame movement there from Dheeraj Kumar. He beats the right-hander. 279 matches for Dheeraj Kumar. 310 wickets, economy 6.55. Best figures of 6 for 11 for Dheeraj Kumar. Once again, the batter on the drive gets beaten. Huge appeal for caught behind, but no interest whatsoever from the wicketkeeper Linga Reddy. Bowler and the point and cover fielder looked very interested for that. Coming back to the batter, Kamal Negi on the non-strike. 139 matches for him, 3003 runs, average 26, strike rate of 132 for Kamal Negi. Was joined by Gaurav Mehta. This time it was way full. Just worked that ball with a very soft hand, but straight to the gully fielder. No single there. It's a dot ball. Excellent over in pursuit. 2 runs and a wicket coming off that over so far. Gaurav Mehta on strike. 114 matches for him. 1485 runs. Average touch over 17. Strike rate under 120. 118.23 to be precise. He's in at number 3 for Q Cricket. Yet to get off the mark. This time it's an inside edge ball going away from the wicketkeeper who does well, but it will still be a single to close out the over. 3 runs and a wicket coming off that over. Vipin, the only man to be dismissed after one. Q Cricket are 3 for the loss of 1. Rishik Roshan to share the new ball with Dheeraj. Right arm medium pacer Rishik. 35 matches for him, 33 wickets, economy 5.21, best figures of 4 for 19 for Rishik Roshan God will be coming over the wicket for Gaurav Mehta. Kamal Negi at the non-striker and yet to face a delivery. Team Q Cricket chasing target of 144. 143 is what RCC managed while batting first. 144 is the target set for Team Q Cricket. They are 3 for 1. They are already one down in the very first over. Wipin, the man to be dismissed, was run out. Rishik Roshan God now with the second over. Right arm medium pacer starts off on a beautiful length. That ball bounced and curved away from the right hander. Gaurav Mehta looked very tentative at that ball. Just tried to get the bat on ball. Fortunate for him that no outside is taken. That was an excellent first up delivery from Rishik. Straight away on the mark. Sweeper cover and deep fine leg is what Rishik has. Once again, the ball holding in the surface and bouncing extra. Gaurav Mehta just tried to work that ball on the leg side. Completely gets beaten. It's a back-to-back dot deliveries. Excellent start for RCC. What a response that is from the fast bowler after being hit for a six in the long off region. Couple of sharp bumpers there, sharp short balls there from Rishik to push Gaurav Mehta back on the back foot. This is excellent stuff. He's been hit for a six on the front foot. He bowls couple of sharp bouncers. Once again a ball. This time it was on the shot of good length and that ball bounced way more than it was expected. Gaurav Mehta could have done nothing there. It's a dot ball. 6 runs coming off that over after two. Qcricket are 9 for 1. Excellent shot from Kamal Negi to get himself off the mark. That was a full delivery. It was an half volley, but still has to be put away. And Kamal Negi does it in some style. There was sweeper cover, but that ball was hit well in front of him. Boundary to start the third. Kamal Negi gets off the mark with a boundary. Well. Pawan Negi, after getting a boundary, tries to pull that ball, gets a leading edge, and he's hold out in the short square leg region. Dheeraj Kumar there, who takes the catch. Second one down for Q Cricket. Well. He got a boundary on the front foot previous delivery, but on this time he was on the pull and he gets caught in the short square leg. Excellent reply from the fast bowler after 2.2, 13 for 2, Q Cricket. That's beautifully lifted over the infield on the offside by Gaurav Mehta to collect four. What a shot that was! That was very full there from Praveen Reddy, and Gaurav Mehta makes a full use and lifts that ball over the infield, and that ball raced across very quickly once into the outfield. Mid wicket and long on are the two batters outside the circle. It's a wide appeal there from the bowler and wicket keeper, but match official says it's a wide delivery. Flighted delivery. Gaurav Mehta just guiding that ball in the third man, looking for the single, but denied by Sarvesh at the non-striker. With that, 4 overs have been completed. Q Cricket are 26 for the loss of 2. Rishik Roshan got to continue. It was on the length, and Gaurav Mehta tries to pull that delivery. This time, the ball going under the bat. We have seen in the previous deliveries that ball is going over the bat. Now, for the first time, it goes under the bat. Ball under bouncing on that occasion, comparatively to the previous instances. It's a dot delivery. This time, it bounces extra, but beautifully controlled by Mehta. Two is the call, and in the end, they will make it with ease. Excellent shot there from Gaurav Mehta. Once again, similar kind of length, short of length. That was slightly full there from Rishik, and Gaurav Mehta up to the task, who lifts it over extra cover, one bounce, and into the boundary fence it goes. What a shot that was from Gaurav. Rishik Roshan God just going full, looking for swing on that occasion, and he's been penalized. Score moves to 33 in 4.5. 7 runs coming off this over so far. Last ball of the over. It's been punched off the back foot into the point region with a very soft hand, and both the batters are through for a single. A good over for the batting team. 8 coming off that after 5 overs. Q Cricket are 134 for the loss of 2 while chasing 144. Praveen ready to continue. He flights one delivery outside off stump. Gaurav Mehta trying to go over. The car was trying to get that inside out shot. It was way full. Just gets an inside edge and the ball hits the timber behind him. Third one down for Q Cricket. That was an excellent, brave delivery from Praveen Reddy. He's floated the ball up and he's got the reward. He's got the big wicket, big fish in for RCC. After 5.1, Q Cricket 34 for 3. New batter in is Uzair. In at number 5 for Q Cricket. For the first time in the match, it's a lefty to bat. 99 matches for Uzair. 1375 runs. Average just under 17. Strike rate 108.35 for Uzair. Gets off the mark straight away. Praveen Reddy. Praveen Reddy not shy to flight the ball up inside the power play. He's a very brave bowler for the right hander. He's operating with deep mid wicket and long on. All fielders on the offside are inside the circle. He flights the delivery. This has been beautifully worked away by Sarvesh in between mid wicket and long on, and he collects couple of runs. Excellent there from Sarvesh, just working the ball right in between both the fielders. It's a big boundary on that side of the ground, and it was easy to score moves to 37. Now they have the short mid wicket in order to plug that gap. Flighted delivery. It was a full toss, thigh high full toss, and that's been beautifully pulled away in the vacant square leg region. No one behind there. So it's a boundary for Sarvesh. He moves to 9 and score moves to 41. That was a real loosener for Praveen Reddy, trying to flight the delivery as much as possible. In the process, balls a thigh high full toss on the pads, and he's been pulled away in the square leg region for a boundary. This is much better line and length from Praveen Reddy. Sarvesh just moves on to the back foot and punches the ball straight to the extra cover. It's a dot ball. Once again, it's a full toss. This time the batter gets his knee down, pulls it, in fact sweeps it, but gets high on the bat, so it will not go all the ways. Deep mid wicket fielder will cut it out, and it will be another couple of runs to close out the over. 9 coming off that over. Power play done and dusted for Q Cricket. They are 43 for the loss of 3. introduction into the bowling attack, similar to the first inning. As soon as the power play ends, is the spinner who's been employed. Antarish now into the attack with his off break. 212 matches for Antarish, 139 wickets. Economy excellent, 4.26. What more can you have? What more can you ask? 4.26 the economy. Best figures of 6 for 29. Starts off with a beauty. That ball leaving the left-hander after pitching. Uzair somehow manages to get a bat onto the ball and runs it in the third man region for a single. Another bowler who likes to flight the delivery is with the ball in hand for RCC. Right hand, left hand combination out in the center for Q cricket that will make things difficult for the bowling team to set the field. Beautifully guided that time from Sarvesh, slightly towards the right of short third and collect single. Two runs coming of two deliveries so far in this over. 45 for 3 after 6.2 Q cricket while chasing 144. RCC team now have slip in play for Antarish. It's a flighted delivery, big shot, fielder charging in. Yes, he takes it. What a catch that was. He was diving in front there, the fielder, and he takes a absolute beauty. That ball was never carrying all the way to the deep fielder who charges in and dives forward to take the catch. Fourth one down for Q Cricket in the seventh over. Antarish straight away strikes. Giri there in the deep, who does exceedingly well to reach to the ball. In the end, he has to dive forward. He does that to the perfection, covers good ground, and then dives in front, slides to get the catch. Q Cricket after 6.3, 45 for 4. New batter in is Pushpendra Singh in at number 6 for Q Cricket. 192 matches for Singh, 2580 runs, average 19.1, strike rate very healthy 145 for Pushpendra Singh. Starts off with a dot ball. Antariksh now coming around the wicket for Pushpendra. Even he's coming diagonal around the wicket for the righty. Flighted delivery that has been walked away. That ball is racing away very quickly. Deep mid wicket fielder running all the way into the square leg, tries to cut that off, but ball wins the race. Excellent timing there from Pushpendra Singh on that occasion. No real display of power. It was all timing on that occasion from Pushpendra Singh to collect four. He gets off the mark in some style. 4 of 2 for him, strike rate 200. Seventh over in pursue in the chase. This time it's been punched away. That was straight to the short third fielder. This is the sixth catch. In fact, it's the fifth catch of the day that goes down. That should have been second wicket for Antriksh, who drags his length back and Singh just punching of that off the back foot. Short third fielder, in fact, short cover fielder could have taken that catch. It was low to him, but that should have been taken. It was a regulation one. Nonetheless, 6 runs coming off that over after 7. Q Cricket are 140. In fact, Q Cricket are 49 for the loss of 4. That's a very soft dismissal. Batter there giving the chance to the bowler and just hitting it straight back to him. It was a dolly for the bowler there in his follow through. Fifth one down. Half of the team now back in sheds for Q Cricket. Balla strikes in the very first over. In fact, the second deliveries. He balls and he picks a wicket after 7.2. Q Cricket 50 for 5 while chasing 144. What a ball that was from Balla Charan Yadav. Getting the outside edge. That ball not carrying to the slip fielder. Bhaskar there was very lucky to survive once again. Bhaskar looking very tentative. Misfield there in the point region. Bhaskar will get off the mark. It will be a streakier one, but he'll take it. Score moves to 51. What a bowling this has been from Balla Charan Yadav. He's bowled very slow through the air. He's given the drift. He's got the drift. He's given the ball flight and he's got the drift once again. Drift and turn there for Balla Charan Yadav. Right arm leg break bowler operating over the wicket. 217 matches for Charan Yadav. 235 wickets, economy under 6. Best figures of 5 for 26. He struck at the very first over he balls. This time it's a low full toss swept away. Just short fine. Two is the call. Misfield there by the fielder inside the circle. That ball landed just short of him. So he had to go blinded at the ball. 2 runs to close out the over. 4 runs coming off that over. 4 runs and a wicket. An excellent one, successful one for the bowling team. Q Cricket after 8, 53 for 5. Antarish to continue. Dot and a single to start off. Both the spinners off break and a leg break spinner operating in tandem for RCC. Both of them flighting the delivery, getting the result so far. Antarish on that occasion flights the delivery outside off stump. That was cut by Savage but straight to the point. No run. This is good passage of play for bowling team. Once again cut away but this time away from the point. Straight to the deep sweep of a fielder. It will be a single. Couple of runs coming of 4 deliveries so far in this over. Excellent from RCC and both the spinners. This time it's a down the leg delivery. Batter tries to sweep that one but gets completely beaten. Nonetheless, it's been given as a wide. Another flighted delivery that's been worked away in the fine leg region by the righty Bhaskar to close out the over. In fact, there's a ball. Yeah, there's a delivery remaining in this over. Yes, correction they made by the match official. A delivery to be balled in this over. 4 runs coming off this over so far. Last ball. Frighted delivery played with the very soft hand. Point is well inside the circle to cut those singles. 4 runs coming off that over after 9. Q Cricket are 57 for 5. Ballacharan Yadav to continue. What a shot that was! Will that go all the way? No, it doesn't. Bhaskar on that occasion with the reverse sweep. playing the ball with the angle. That ball was spinning away from him, and he gets the reverse sweep out and clears the infield. That ball almost carried all the way, just bouncing in front of the fence. It's a one bounce four. 61 is up for Q Cricket. Q Cricket are five down, and we never expect that sort of shot against the quality spinner. But the batter delivered on that occasion. This has been punched away in the extra cover region. Quick single there. Short cover fielder had a shy at the stump, but he misses his mark. He misses his target. Two collected. One of the overthrow. Well. Q Cricket looking to put the pressure back at RCC. There'll be a change in end after this over. They are looking to end on high. Flighted delivery once again played with the very soft hand in a very similar region, but this time fielder doesn't throw the ball, just hands it back to the bowler. It's an easy single. 7 runs of first half of this over so far. Cut off the back foot. There is a player in the deep in sweeper cover region, so it will only be a single. 8 runs of the over so far. Two balls remaining in this over. Will this be a big one for Q Cricket? Short ball pulled away. Fielder there in the mid wicket region, and the ball goes straight to his hands. Well. Shubham there who collects the catch. Bhaskar looked very comfortable, but it was a drag down, real drag down from Balla, and it's been taken in the deep after 9.5 overs. Q Cricket are 65 for the loss of 6. Antarish to continue, punched away off the back foot by Sarvesh in the extra cover region to collect single. Huge appeal for the leg before, but denied by the match official. This is excellent from Antarish. He's flighting the delivery and getting the spin. Last ball of the over. It's a flighted delivery. Sarvesh just working it away in the leg side for a single. An excellent over from Antrish only concedes 3 runs. With that 11 overs have been completed, Q Cricket are 68 for the loss of 6. That's in the air. Short cover fielder takes it. It was short. Vivek Sharma tried to pull it in the mid wicket. Gets a leading edge and he holds out in the cover region. Raghu there who takes it reverse cup and that's the seventh one down for Q Cricket. They are going down too quickly. 71 for 7 after 11.3 overs. They need another 73 in 51. New batter in is Nitin. Is in at number 9. Right hand batter Nitin. Once again a flighted delivery driven on the up in the sweeper cover region for a single. Nitin gets off the mark straight away. 164 matches for Nitin. 988 runs. Average over 14. Strike rate very healthy. 156.58 for Nitin. He's a big hitter. What a ball that was. Completely squared up the batter. That pitched on the leg stump and went away from the off stump too. That spun sharply. That spun a long way there. Excellent deception there from the bowler. No answers from the batter on that occasion. This time he started way wide and he ends up bowling a wide delivery. That was a rare instance where Balla Charan Yadav gave too much pitch to the batter, punched away off the back foot in the extra cover region. Single to close out the over. A successful one for the bowling team. 6 runs and a wicket coming off that over. After 12, Q Cricket are 74 for the loss of 4 wickets. Antares to bowl out and he picks up a wicket. Sarvesh looking good and he holds out in the point region. Sarvesh with the cut and that ball went straight in the bucket hands of the point fielder. 8-1 down for Q Cricket. Sarvesh the last man to be dismissed. 74 for 8 after 12.1. Q Cricket. New man in is Kamesh. That ball spun sharply, came in for the right hander. Kamesh gets off the mark, gets an inside it, ball moves in the square leg region. It's a single. Another flighted delivery. It's in the air. Fine leg fielder coming underneath and puts it down. Even doesn't get a hand onto it. Fielder there was well away from the ball. That was very badly judged there by the fielder who was coming in. That ball was in the air for a long while. This time, batter on the back foot, just trying to take a single. It's a dot ball. Well. Nitin on that occasion has been cleaned up by Antariksh. Antariksh closes out his spell on high. Ninth one down for Qcricket. That ball went straight with the arm. Batter there playing for the spin gets cleaned up. Ninth one down for Qcricket. 77 for 9 after 13. What a spell of bowling that was from the youngster. Antariksh. 4 overs. 16 for 3. Economy 4 for him. You cannot ask anything more from your premium spinner. 4 overs 16 for 3 for Antariksh, whereas Ballacharan Yadav 3 overs 18 for 3. Economies on a slightly higher end for Ballacharan in comparatively, but he's got 3 wickets too. What a spin dio this has been for RCC. Completely dismantled the middle order and the lower order of Q cricket. Well, that was a low full toss which has been worked away in the mid wicket for a single by Kamesh. Yogesh now on the strike for the first time. Will face Ballacharan. This time it's been pulled away. Chance of a run out. Better throw required. In fact, a better effort altogether was required. Fielder there was very slow. Single completed. Slip and a leg slip for this time. It was shot on the pads and beautifully pulled away by Kamesh off the back foot over the head of short square leg. It's a boundary. Balla Charan Yadav trying to attack the stump, but he balls a half tracker and Kamesh Mehta take, makes a full use of it and pulls it way over square leg for a boundary. 6 runs coming off this over so far. Now Lelek Slip moves into the second slip. This has been pulled away straight to the short mid wicket. He puts it down. Well. That should have been last one down. Last nail in the coffin for the Q cricket, but stayed in and stayed out. Mid wicket fielder. Short mid wicket fielder, in fact, puts it down. That ball spins sharply, which is safely negotiated by Yogesh. That was the second catch of the day that was put down by that very fielder. Flighted delivery. Batter looking to go aerial, missing the ball completely. It's a dot ball. 7 runs coming off that over after 14. Q Cricket are 84 for the loss of 9 wickets. Praveen Reddy now back into the attack after putting one down in the previous over. Starts off with a beauty. That was on a good length. Batter trying to play off the back foot that skidded through the surface and beats the batter. This time it was on the patch. It was down the leg. No one there behind square leg. Batter looking to hit on that very region, but no connection with the ball whatsoever. Back to back dot deliveries. Short cut away, but straight to the short cover. Excellent catch there by Raghu towards his left. That was low, but he took it to the perfection. That's it.